Nachal, favorite social media platform that you use quite often? Kindly answer the question in the chat box.
Sarthak Bishnoi said Instagram.
Okay. So I welcome you all today, and we start this session with a small question. Are you all active on social media? If you do, which is your most favorite social media platform, kindly let us know in the chat box. If it is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, kindly let us know which is your most favorite social media platform. Kindly let us know in the chat box. Okay, so maximum of you are Facebook. Abraha says LinkedIn. Okay. Freda says Instagram. I guess Facebook seems to be the winner. Great. So without further ado, let us start with today's webinar. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I, Saili Joshi, Senior Learning Facilitator at Uni Athena, welcome you all for a very intriguing and captivating live discussion on Facebook and mental health, a social media case study. In this era, social media is considered to be a very significant part of our personal, social, and professional lives. Social media connects people globally, facilitating communication, networking, and information sharing. It also fosters community engagement, activism, and also business opportunities. However, it also poses risks such as privacy breaches, cyberbullying, and addiction. It's a very common observation these days that, irrespective of the age and background, people are obsessed with social media. Overuse can lead to decreased productivity, mental health, and distorted perceptions of reality. For this live discussion, we specifically discuss about a very popular platform called Facebook. Today, we will discuss the intricate relationship between Facebook usage and mental health outcome and explore the effects of social media on individuals' psychological well-being, highlighting both positive and negative aspects. Today, we have two panelists with us who are Uni Athena's learners. We are very thankful for them to be a part of this webinar. I welcome Joshua Ebi, who is a finance associate with the UNFPA Nigeria country office. Joshua joined the UNFPA on 1st March 2020. He has 8 years of experience within the United Nations system and functioned as a finance associate with the United Nations Development Program. Joshua holds a bachelor's degree in accounting and an MBA from GMView, which he is currently doing with Uni Athena. Welcome, Joshua.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to be here.
Our second,
Also,
yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, I just wanted to say hello to the participants and also those that have joined in as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Our today's panelist for today is Mohammed Shaki. Mohammed Shaki is a design manager at Surbana Jurong Consultant Group with over 15 years of extensive professional experience across numerous large-scale projects and buildings. Mohammed has held diverse roles in both design and construction sectors. Currently, Mohammed is pursuing his master in construction management from Uni Athena. Welcome, Mohammed.
Hello, Sally, and welcome everyone.
Thank you. I now request my colleague Arga to take over the session. Arga, you're not audible.
Hi everyone, thank you for joining this live discussion. So here we will be discussing about how Facebook and mental health are correlate with each other. Now, before we delve into the discussion, we would like to let you know that you can ask all the questions in the Q&A chat box. And we will also like to let you know that we will be giving you certificates for free after the end of this live discussion. So thank you for joining once again. And without further ado, let's get started. So initially, what we will discuss is how Facebook and mental health are correlate to each other, and how it is important to keep mental health on priority, because nowadays we can see how stress, how frustration, how cyberbullying is taking place in the social network, in the social media. So we have considered one of the primary platform that used by a people, huge by billions of people, that is Facebook. So here what we will discuss is, our primary agenda will be, initial we will be starting with Facebook, how what Facebook is going to be, how Facebook has risen over the period of time, how it has impacted individuals' life. So we will be discussing that. Then we will discuss what is the concept of mental health, how mental health has impacted everyone, and how it is important, mental health for each individual to carry out our daily life. Then we will discuss the intersection of social media and mental health. We will be discussing the positive aspect and the negative aspect of mental health in social media. Then we will discuss the impact of Facebook on mental health, how Facebook is impacting on mental health. And then we will be discussing the strategies for managing the social media use. What should we do so that we can not get impacted by mental health, rather we can use it in an efficient manner. And then we will be discussing what Facebook has done to implement the mental health for users, to support the mental health users. And lastly, we will discuss the conclusion and the key takeaways from the question and answer that will be asked from to the panelists, and we will be discussing what are their key takeaways, what are their practical experience in this live discussion. So in the introduction, as we all know that social media has a significant impact in our modern life. So without the social media, we cannot function as a proper human being, as we all know. So we should be always connected throughout the world using social media. Without social media, we are not aware what is happening. So social media is one of the things. Social media is one of the platforms through which we are connected uh, throughout the world. Like we are connected right now. It is one of the platforms. We are connected with Joshua. It is one of the platforms we are connected with Muhammad. So social media is necessary. It is one of the important things, one of the important aspect that has been impacted in our life on a daily basis. And how it is impacting our mental health, we will be discussing in the next slides in the questions and answers. Now we will consider Facebook's impact, because as we all know that Facebook has impacted the most. It is one of the oldest platform, and it has the highest number of users in the account. It has the highest number of account in Facebook. So we will also understand how it is going to impact the individual and society. So if we consider mental health, and if we discuss uh, prop, uh, properly, and if we raise it, I think we can able to minimize this, and we can come up with solutions that can help the mental health of the users. Now let us just get an overview of what Facebook has done and how it has started. So initially, we all know that Facebook has started, uh, and it has grown over the year. It has been in our app. It has their app. It has their messaging app. So through that we are connected. It has 2.9 million active users, billion active users. Sorry, it has 2.9 billion active users, and every now and then we know that we are getting connected by new people all over the world. So there are plenty of features through Facebook. People can do business. People can get connected with their friends, with their family. It has plenty of features. It has chat features using the Messenger app. It has the marketplace feature where people can sell the stuff. It has their marketing feature. So plenty of apps we are all very much aware of. Now, using the communication and information sharing through Facebook, we do that. It is one of the primary platform using the using Facebook as communication and information sharing. And how since we are using Facebook to connect with one another, it has impacted our social life and our daily life. So Sally, I would like to take you from this slide.
Sure. Thanks, Arga. Thank you for giving us the information on Facebook, which is a very popular social media platform. And this particular case study is we are discussing about Facebook. However, all the concepts and however all the common elements are same with other social media platforms as well. Let us understand first mental health. So mental health refers to our emotional, psychological and social well-being. It is the way how we think, feel and we behave in our daily lives. Common mental health conditions, generally people come across anxiety disorders these days. A lot of people go through depression, mood disorders, or maybe a different type of uh, anxiety, and which can significantly impact the quality of an individual. There are different factors which could be influencing. This can include genetics or maybe the surrounding environment, different experiences that a person goes through in his life. All these, they contribute to the mental health outcomes. Despite its prevalence, mental health remains stigmatized in our society. Not many people want to talk about their mental health, or they do not want to take it to the professional. They don't want to discuss it with their friends or relatives. So it is still considered as a taboo or a stigma. So this is where we want to make it out open and discuss with you all. So recognizing the importance of mental health, some of the essential steps towards fostering a supporting and inclusive society. That is the whole purpose for today's discussion. Next slide, please. Yeah, so let us discuss the intersection of social media and mental health. So social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or there are many that I don't even, I'm not very active on social media, but these are, they intersect with users' mental health in different ways. And they somehow influence your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Now, let me tell you that this happens in in a positive way as well as in a negative way. While social media can facilitate positive interactions and connections, it also possesses risks to users' mental well-being, such as I told you about cyberbullying or maybe misinformation and exchange of harmful content. There have been research that suggests a complex relationship between social media and mental health outcomes, which again are positive and negative. We'll be discussing that today. And understanding these dynamics, it is very crucial for promoting responsible social media use. All of us as adults, as parents, as elder siblings, we should be promoting that yes, social media has to be handled in a very, very responsible way. Here we have put down some positive effects and negative effects of Facebook on mental health. Positive effects, of course, includes some strong connections and support groups, which we can very well find on Facebook, platforms like Facebook. There are also a lot of communities that are created. It could be your school communities, the college, university, or maybe neighborhood. Or if you have like-minded people, they come together and create communities. There are also opportunities for self-expression, where I want to go and vent myself or maybe talk about certain things and express, I think Facebook is a wonderful platform. There can also be access to a lot of mental health resources, as well as there are, you can see a lot of videos which are self-help, and they really increase your confidence. Joshua, do you agree with the positive effects of Facebook?
Yes, absolutely. I do agree with the positive effects of Facebook. Do you want me to throw more light on it or just say yes or no?
No, no,
Yes,
you
please.
can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, first of all, very big kudos to the team for setting up this meeting. It's a wonderful deliberation on what we are currently facing in our society today and in our age. And it's important to understand the idea of let me just narrow down to Facebook itself before I, we spread out. The idea of what Facebook was about, it was basically about connection, and young students in Harvard came up together to try to create a platform where they could share social information about themselves. And that was as simple as that was the genesis. So connectivity is a very, very big thing, and connectivity is not just limited to personal. Now it's spread to business. Now it's spread to lifestyle. Now it's spread to information. So yes, I agree with you totally on the fact that it enhances, supports connection and community as well within social media.
Thank you, Joshua. Very good points. Mohammed, would you like to contribute?
Yeah, actually, thank you so much, and for this excited topic, because actually I believe that the social media, or especially the Facebook, at least in the Middle East, are playing a crucial role in how the people are connecting with each other. Even they are connecting through calls, even they are following their activities or the friends' activities through the Facebook itself. So I believe that yeah, the platform the platform itself, it's showing a very well active between the people, and it's describing their life activities and describing their let's say interests. So it's easy for you to recognize what is happening surrounding you from the Facebook feeds. Even you can know what is going on in the world surrounding you by knowing news or connecting to your friends. So I believe, yeah, I believe it's nowadays it's so much important to control your mental health and control the Facebook, let's say, the Facebook outcomes which come to your screen, because actually this is controlling a lot of your mood and a lot of your mental health. So yeah, surely I agree with you, so.
Thank you, Mohammed. This particular slide, it's a very, I would say, a very balancing slide that with the topic that we're discussing today, as as it is very common with everything. It could be society, it could be people, it could be technology. Everything has its pros and cons, and this is a slide which very well explains that what are the positive effects that a platform like Facebook is giving us, as well as some of the negative effects which we also need to consider, that people who are active on Facebook or maybe other social media, they keep on continuously comparing themselves, their lives, their looks, or maybe their appearance, which is again a very, very big issue these days. And possibly big companies, fashion labels, they are taking complete advantage of that. And that is something that everyone needs to be consider, or rather they need to think about it. One more negative effect is a cyberbullying, especially this lot of senior citizens, they fall prey to cyberbullying, and they do not understand what is the repercussion of clicking on any link, or maybe befriending anybody on Facebook. So that's a very important thing that has to be considered. Also, nowadays, FOMO is a very popular jargon that everybody feels that no, I shouldn't be missing out. I should be very much part of each and everything. So you are
Getting more likes,
everywhere.
getting more comments is also
Yes,
part of FOMO.
yes. So it's like they need to tick mark everything and they need
Everything.
to be everywhere. So I don't want to miss out on anything that has been happening. And they want to be popular on the social media platform, which again leads to depression
There
and
is one
anxiety.
feature that is shown in the Facebook app, like follow app option. So how many followers you have, you are more renowned. So this is also one of the feature negative effect of FOMO.
Yes,
So one of the person who is having that FOMO, fear of missing out, if the followers get less, then there is a chance the impact of FOMO may get higher.
absolutely. I remember a friend who was not very happy one particular day, and I asked, she is like, very few people have liked my vacation photos, and
Hmm.
she was really depressed with that.
Rather than
So,
enjoying the actual vacation, the posting of photos means or this
exactly,
events make more impact. So this is
Some
exactly.
people take it as a career, even
yes,
influencers and all of these
yes,
things
yes, yes,
that
yes, yes.
they are taking it as a career.
Yeah,
Mhm.
influencers are making big money these days, and they're signed up with a lot of labels, brands. So yes, that's true. Okay, so these are the positive and negative effects. We will go to the next slide, which
Yes,
talk about the uh, real life examples and some
these are the
strategies.
strategies.
Yeah. So when we enroll ourselves or maybe register ourselves on these social media, one has to really think about it in deep. And these are some of the strategies that we will be discussing in detail, that how to manage social media use. First of all, it is recognizing problematic use. You have to restrict yourself. What
Exactly.
exactly are you for here for? Is it business? Is it social? You want to increase your friend circle, or is it your family? So that has to be recognized. The second thing is you have to set particular boundaries and healthy habits. Mohammed, would you like to throw some light on this point, wherein you are setting boundaries and healthy habits?
Yeah, I believe that the Facebook itself, that if you do not control, or if you do not recognize what you need from it, and do not exceed the limits in using the platform itself, I believe that yeah, it will make a big difference in your life and your in mindset, and I believe that it will make a difference even in your interest. So it's crucial to recognize what you need from it, what to control your time on it, to control the feeds which you are actually usually seeing it in your when you are scrolling in the Facebook platform. So yeah, recognizing the problematic use is very important,
Absolutely.
and set
Joshua?
boundaries. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. I would also state, in addition to what Mohammed has said, is to understand your state of mind in terms of usage of social media. It's very key. I mean, I don't want to sound like a textbook. Let me just give you my own personal experience when I mean, as relating to that, my career didn't pick up very early. I didn't have a quick start in career. And by the time I was done with school, it took some years before settling down, in terms of having a very, stable job and free time. Yeah, though I was doing one or two things, but not very steady. So sometimes I'll go on social media, I'll go on Facebook, and I'll see colleagues, I'll see schoolmates, and they're posting stuff, where they are, what they're doing, which is fine. I have no issues with that. They have to celebrate their successes and all. I'm happy with them. I mean, I was happy with them, but I also knew that um the flip side to it was a bit of depression for me. Like, okay, you need to, I mean,
They
You
are
know, I'll
doing
just call
something,
Right.
but what else with me?
exactly. I mean, they're
That
okay.
period,
You know, they were okay doing their thing, no problem. But I had to recognize the effect it had on me at that
mm-hmm.
time. You know, so knowing the effect and knowing what information and what effect will have on you, what I did was a total
Exactly.
stop. I just stopped social media for a while. I had to stop for a while until I got a balance because I knew the effect it had on me. This may not be the same story for someone else. So it's important you understand what what your mental state is at every point in time. And with that, it would help you set boundaries. Yeah. Thanks.
I would like to add one
Right.
Yeah,
thing, like setting on boundaries and habit. Uh, can I start?
Sure, Arga.
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead.
So like initially when Facebook started, it was on a website. So it means everyone user has to go to the computer and then start and bit of scrolling and they eventually log out. But now after coming out of the smartphone era, due to the app, the scrolling of screen makes the habit more eventual and it become a daily
Yes.
habit. And rather than a healthy habit, it become a daily habit and it become the scrolling become more often and it's now like people are using social media more than 1 hour 2 hour and it's like not healthy at all. It's not good for health, not good for heart, not good for brain. So
yeah, I
so there
believe.
should be a boundary. Exactly.
Yeah, Arga, the mindfulness and self-awareness regarding what you are doing, and usually checking yourself as just said that to access how social media are impacting your mood and the mental health, and take breaks to think what you actually need from this
Mm-hmm.
platform. It is so much important, and to have some peace of mind and relaxation from just let's say controlling your eyes and controlling your thinking in a small screen, which posts for you all of the let's say the negative and positive things, by the way, or negative or positive news. So actually it's changing your mood between your one feed and another, or one post and another. You can know from it good news, so your mood is high, and you can get from it a very bad or sad news regarding your country, regarding your friends, regarding any of the surrounding you around your circle of interest. It's changing a lot of your mood from a post to another, from a minute to another. So it's so much important to control or practice your mindfulness and self-awareness. Yeah.
Absolutely, Mohammed. And that is where I think these days there is a very popular term called screen time, and it is being implemented from like the kids and adults and seniors. So everybody, the medical professionals are asking you to restrict your screen time, and that is where you set your boundaries that I'm not going to allow my kid for a particular screen time, or maybe for myself. And apps like Facebook, they keep on notifying you with a single beep, and I've seen people with not, I mean, just getting very anxious, like, okay, what is the beep about? Is somebody
Yeah.
liking my post? Is somebody following me? So that is where
Overconsumptions,
I
yes.
think we are discussing these boundaries and healthy habits, that no, it is my work time, or maybe it is my relaxing time, or maybe my exercise time. I'm not going to touch my phone, or maybe go through my social media right now. So this is where these healthy habits and setting your own boundaries matter a lot. So I think this is to be followed by each and everyone. And also, as Mohammed said, that we have to be really mindful of what we are watching. As everybody knows, like I'm not very sure, Facebook runs with an algorithm wherein the kind of feeds, or maybe the kind of videos you're going to watch, it is going to prompt you with the similar kind of content. So you have to be very mindful with what you're posting, what you're watching, and in what kind of participation are you showing throughout. Yes. Next slide, Arga.
Okay. So I can take over, right?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay. So some of the strategies used by Facebook to support users' mental health. Now, Facebook has also given strategies. Facebook is also trying to uh, come up with good mental health, healthy mental habit. So there is a crisis support uh, that Facebook is having with the helpline partnership. If in case the users is having certain kind of suicidal tendencies or some kind of depressional tendencies, anything is coming. So Facebook is there to help. There is a helpline partnership. They will help you out. It's the 24/7 services. So proactive detection is also there using AI, Facebook's AI and machine learning. As said earlier, that there are, if the person is seeing too much negative content, too much negative feed, suicidal things, which is not suitable for the user or maybe for the society or maybe for Facebook. As per the detection goes from the AI, it can automatically detect and it can reach out to the user and do the needful thing. So these are one of the AI detection tool that Facebook has implemented recently. Now, as mentioned, that there are some of the suicide prevention tools from anxiety, from depression. These tools are very much essential so that the feeds that are being consumed by the user should be minimized, and it can give a better help to the end user. As there are certain supportive communities and group on Facebook who are focusing on the mental health, who are focusing on the anxiety, who are focusing on the depression, and they are giving uh, tips and tricks so that they can use Facebook or social media in a better manner. In a better habit. They can minimize the timeline. The screen time should can be also lower. So there are this supportive communities help them through these tips. And last, mental health educational campaigns are also there by Facebook. Using this campaign, how mental health can be uh, executed in better manner, how it can be uh, helped the user so that they do not get any kind of FOMO effect, or they do not get any kind of anxiety or frustration or any suicidal tendencies, whatever content they are going through, or whatever feeds they are having. So going through that, Facebook is also implementing certain mental campaign so that it can take care of the users' mental health. I would like to ask Joshua and Mohammed that uh, is this supports or is this machine learning tools will help the user, or do you think that a physical person will be a better choice to help the mental user? What do you think?
Well, yes, of course, the support will. If you go through like part of the histories of Facebook, in the past decade, you would see that there've been a lot of litigations, and most of these responses are responses from litigations in order to um, promote the wellness and the well-being of users of Facebook. So yes, they've put these measures in place to be able to help users actively and properly consume Facebook as well in terms of the information and their participation. Yes, of course, like the suicide prevention tools was a reaction, to cases on suicides, that came up in the past, and these were things that they had to put in place to help solve or to help mitigate such issues in the future. I also like the wellness feature on the quiet mode, where you can choose to activate the quiet mode for a period so that you don't get notifications and don't get distracted, especially if you want to rest, you have things to do, or just want to be away for a period. You can activate such, and there are helplines you can always call, if you have challenges with your mental health and you need to have a conversation. So these tools are very, very important and necessary. Looking at the disadvantage parts of consumption of social media, not just Facebook, but social media in general, and the impact it has had in the lives of people. So it's important that they put in these mitigation measures to support users as well. Yeah, thank you.
Mohammed, any
Yeah, Arga, I believe that those tools or features, it's so much important to be provided by the Facebook platform. How to manage your time, how to manage your usage habits. A time management tool, for example, in the Facebook that reminds you to take a break or limit the screen time. I believe that those options empowered the users themselves to maintain a control over their social media consumptions and reduce the risk. Uh, um, or at least to mitigate the risk
yes, yes, yes.
which
It
we
depends
are
on the user whether they will
yeah, because actually, yeah, the Facebook is providing a help desk, so, for example, or a supporting tools which you can use it, but the problem itself is the user himself, how he can manage his time, how to create or to use this help desk provided by the platform itself for a moderation system to easy identify and remove the harmful content in the Facebook itself. I believe that this is so much important to frustrate a safer and more positive online environmental. I believe so, um, uh, providing these resources and support for the users, um, it's so much important because some users are struggling using their mental health issue, participating as you mentioned with a supportive platform or a supportive communities and groups which can access the mental health of different users. As I said, provide resources and support for users who may be struggling with the mental health issues. It's important, and I believe that one of the main things that to make a participation or to make and encourage to those let's say communities and group in the Facebook, so it can easily identify and consult the Facebook to provide a healthy environment for the user itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The key takeaway is to be socially engaged and connect with other people and get to know each other. But using it like getting likes and getting FOMO makes some users depressed, anxiety, and all those things. So it totally depends on the user. Okay, so moving ahead to the
Arga, I would
questions, right?
like to contribute.
Yeah, sure, sure,
I
sure.
think Facebook is being a very responsible organization here because I feel when Mark Zuckerberg started back in 2004, he hardly had a clue that it would become so much popular and it would gain so much significance in people's lives when he started for it as a small group for Harvard or other Harvardians. So I think this is being a very responsible organization wherein he has realized that what his products and services are having an impact, and that is where he has. I think the organization has come together and they have really created those strategies wherein they want to extend their help to the people and the users. And I think this is amazing where you said that there is an AI and machine learning wherein they're detecting people who are watching some harmful videos or maybe suicidal. So this is something amazing that Facebook is doing, and maybe there could be a notification to the nearby, I don't know, maybe an organization or the police wherein
Based
they
on the
are already.
content, they can understand, and I think their
Yeah,
helpline is connected with the local support.
this is amazing. And I'm sure that many people are already saved with these strategies
But
and
I
they
don't
use.
know how many of the user are aware of this feature. That is the thing.
Yeah,
But that
this is
is.
the problem, Arga. Yeah, because actually the tools is on the platform, but to access those tools is so much important and crucial for the people to know how to use this yeah, it's important to create or provide a helper desk, or to provide things which users can, let's say, control their feeds and control their daily news, let's say, or daily feeds. But to use or to provide the people with the knowledge, and to provide the people in how to they can use this tool, is so much important. And I believe that this is a weak point in the Facebook itself. That, yeah, there is a helper desk, yeah, there is they provide a supportive tools to manage the harmful contents, yeah, but the user themselves, they do not know how to use it or where they can find it. You got my point. And as Arga said, firstly, it was a site web which you go through it, but now it's an application on the mobile which you just, when you are handling your mobile phone, just you can, the most important thing is going to the application and scrolling down and up, knowing the news without using these tools and without using these supportive tools. So it's important to announce and to make an acknowledge for the people themselves to identify those tools, and they can use it, especially with the kids. For example, for me as a father, or the parents do not need the kids to go through a harmful contents, and not all of the harmful contents is automatically removed. You must get an announce that this content is a harmful content, so the Facebook can recognize, or the AI can recognize that this one is a harmful content. So it's important to let the people know how to use these options, how to use these tools, so they can control the feeds which they are actually practice on it, and their kids also practice on it. So I agree with you, Argo.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
can I just add to what Mohammed has said?
Yeah,
Two things. I would like to pick on something that Sayali said, and also something that Mohammed said. First of all, the responsiveness by Facebook should be acknowledged. It's important that they acknowledge. We should acknowledge the efforts they have made in protecting and putting in place mechanisms for mental health. One of the things that Facebook do, they have awareness campaigns. You know, Facebook runs mental health awareness campaigns, especially on international days like World Mental Health Day. You know, they do that to educate users on how to manage their mental health issues on Facebook. So that's part of the things that they try to do, create awareness. So that awareness is a form of educating. They also have mental health training for their staff and also users as well. So just to say that they have things, platforms to try to educate people. Maybe not enough, just like what Mohammed was saying, maybe not enough, or maybe users are not aware as they should be. But I mean, we
Establish a
also need,
guideline, Joseph. They
yeah,
need to
yeah,
establish a guideline, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, but those things are there. It's just I don't think that the awareness for usage is as much in terms of people knowing how to use it, where to get it from, and how to implement it. But they have those strategies, they have those tools in place as well. And for the effort to mitigate, we should give them a thumbs up for that. I mean, that's what Sayali was saying. But as that being said, I think there still needs to be much more campaign going on, because most times people just jump into the social media platform and they just go ahead to do what they want to do without exactly knowing how to control things that would affect their mindset and affect their mental health as well. All right, thanks.
Very valid points, Joshua and Mohammed.
So moving ahead to the key questions, like our first primary question is, so how do we keep a healthy balance? So how can an individual maintain a healthy balance with the social media like Facebook to protect their mental well-being? Joshua and Mohammed, here you can give your practical experience and give your insight.
Yeah, I believe that maintaining a healthy balance with the social media platform, like for example, the Facebook is crucial for protecting our mental well-being. And I believe this is can applies or we can reach it by some of the strategies and some of the points which we must consider it, like a specific time. As I'm saying, set a boundary by locating a specific time of the day for your social media use, and strict on them. Not only provide your time management tool or time management tool. No, try to identify a specific time during your day, going through this platform, okay, and strict on it. I believe that will prevent overconsumption and promote healthier relationship with the technology itself. Yeah, the technology, we are using it to know the feeds, to know the news, to know our surrounding, let's say, issues and events. Yeah, but to create a healthier relationship with this technology too is so much important. And I believe that also controlling your social media feeds, as we said, is so much important. Unfollowing the accounts that bring negative emotions, for example, and bring for you mood as stress, and try to follow the accounts which encourage you or inspire or uplift you. Yeah, you got my point. So it is your mission to uh, make a feed which poses for you, or let's say provide you an uplifting or an inspire or encourage you to a good habit. And the I believe also, as Joshua and Sally said and Arga, that's mindfulness and self-awareness is so much important also. By usually checking yourself to access how social media impacting your mood and impacting your mental state. I believe, and also by using this mindfulness and self-awareness, you need to take some joy activities and some relaxation. Do not follow the screens all over your time. Most of our career or most of our day as professionals now are between the computer and between the mobile. So you need to have some mindfulness and self-awareness, some joy and relaxation. You got my point in this. And I believe it is so much important to prioritize your real life connections, because actually by the time these Facebook or these let's say social media platform, it's taking you from the real life connections, which I believe that it's so much important for the people to, let's say, identify or recognize the reactions between each other. Real time on connection, spending a quality time with your friends and families offline. Just pose your mind only on the social media platform. No, provide a real-time connection, face-to-face interaction between the people are a major thing for the mental well-being. And this is what I believe that we can let's say provide ourselves, at least specific time, control your feeds, mindfulness and self-awareness regarding your mood impact and the mental state itself, and the real-time connection is so much important.
Thanks, Mohammed. Joshua, what your key takeaways?
I mean, Mohammed has said almost everything, to be honest, and he has, detailed them out properly. Let me just pick one of the things he has said as well, which is real connect with people. I mean, before we had the introduction of social media, people talk to each other, right? You go to parties and you are sitting, you're talking with people, and you visit people. You know, you go out to play games and stuff. I don't know if you've experienced this before, but you call for like maybe like a birthday party with friends or stuff, or a gathering with friends, and people come together, and the next thing they're all, down
I
with their
was about to
phones.
say this only. That in a room there are two, three
Eh,
person and all just having in
you
they're
know,
going through mobile.
and most times when I have gatherings, I have, organized parties and I have friends around. I just try to tell everybody, keep your phone somewhere. Don't engage with your phone right now, except it's an emergency. So let us talk. Let us play games.
Yeah,
Let
if you take a minute, if you are going out with your friends and you take a minute to see what is going surrounding you, you will find that people are handling their mobiles and going through the feeds. So this
Absolutely.
is not acceptable. And even inside the family itself, between your parents and between your family members and between your kids, maybe if you pause for 1 minute and see what is going on surrounding you, you will find that all of the people handling their mobile. This is not acceptable. And this is not
Absolutely.
providing a healthy environment for the people to connect with each other.
Yeah, true. I mean, there've been so many sad stories of people being so fixated on their
I think
phones
subconsciously
on the road.
they want to be a superstar in the social media platform.
Yeah, I mean, but it has its flip sides. Imagine people have been hit by cars because they have
Mm.
just been so fixated on their phones. They've fallen into ditches because
Mhm.
they haven't, they're not concentrated on where they're going to or where they are at the moment. So it's important to be in touch with where you are, who you're with, and not so much, not giving too much of your time on social media and on the phones as well. That's one thing I would want to say. Then be real to seek support if you need to. Be real to seek support if you need to, because um for a lot of people, or some people, let me not say a lot of people, they're already addicted to it. It's affecting their personal goals. They can't achieve so many things they would like to achieve, maybe study goals, financial goals, family goals, because they are so addicted to social media. Seek help. There's nothing wrong in seeking help. Seek help, talk to people, and find a way to, you know, set boundaries, just like Mohammed said at the beginning, set boundaries. It's not that social media is bad. It's not bad. It's a mix. It's like the world itself. The world is a mix of the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you just choose what you want, choose what's your priority, and focus on it, because you're not exactly restricted to choose what you consume. So you can either decide to choose to consume the right information or to consume the wrong information. But the thing is, you need to know the effect you would have on yourself. Are you becoming a better person? Are you becoming less of what you'd like to be? Then if you see that you're not achieving what you'd like to be, I mean, I had, for instance, at a point, my wife said she was so much on Instagram and she needed to calm down on it so that she could achieve some other things that she wanted to achieve. So it's not like it's wrong. It's just that at the point in time you need to wait what exactly is priority to you. Is it entertainment, or is it achieving more important goals? Is it spending time with your family? Is it building relationship, or choose it, then now divide the aspect of time you give to social media, so that you can achieve other things that are very important in your life as well.
Well said. Well said. So moving ahead to the next question. So prioritization. Again, very much aligned. So how can social media platform prioritize users' mental health while meeting business goals? Again, Joshua Mohammed, what do you think? How do social media platform prioritize mental health
I
while
believe
thinking their business goals?
provide a moderation system that ensure harmful content is easy and identify. What I mean that it's so much important to invest in a robust content moderation system to ensure harmful content is easily identified and removed totally from the platform itself. This is not only protecting the users from exposure to harmful content, but also frustrate a safer and more positive online environments. So firstly, identify the harmful content. This is the most important thing. As you said before, provide resources and supports for users who may be struggling in the mental health issue. This could include participating with mental health organizations. Okay, so to identify what is the offer help, as Joseph say, that yeah, you need to seek the support, to seek for the support. You need to access a professional consultant service directly, the platform itself, so they can easily identify the resource of support, let's say. I believe that prioritize you the transparency and the accountability by regularly sharing the updates on efforts to promote user mental health and encourage feedback from user on potential improvements. I believe that this will demonstrate a commitment to continuous improvements and ensure that the users need a healthy platform, or a healthy developed platform itself. That it's so much important, and also the time management tools that reminds you to have a break time limitation, or limitation screen time. I believe that those options will empower user to maintain control over the social media consumption in overall, and reduce risks, and reduce the over much usage or uses of this platform itself. So I believe that by implementing those things, it's easy for the people to interact with the platform easily. And creating a guideline from the Facebook itself, which provides supports and provide a clear instructions and the clear steps how the users can control their feeds and identify the things which it can harm their mindsets, and it can harm their moods, is so much important.
Joshua, what do you think?
Right,
How?
thanks. Yes. Yeah, thanks a lot. I mean, just to broaden the question a little bit more, the question is saying, how do social media platforms prioritize user mental health? Okay, so how would Facebook help users' mental health and still meet their business goals, right? So
Mhm.
that's the idea. So in all honesty, for a platform like Facebook, the community is already there, right? The usage is there. They have about 2.9 billion users at the moment. So they have the consumption. So it's now helping the consumption to consume properly, right? So what they've been doing, I mean, is try to sensitize and create a safe space that encourage positive content, right? So one of the things they can do is promote communities that will engage the mind positively, promote communities that would engage the mind, engage businesses, engage individuals positively, so that they can consume much more. They can be aware of positive information much more than just random information that they would want to use, or they can just, sorry, random information that they will come across. Also, transparent algorithms. It's important that they are able to have good filters to the algorithms that would enable users choose rightly. Now, the algorithms are basically settings in the computer, settings in the software that will help people choose what they want to engage in, or filter what they want to see, or what they want to read about, or what they want to watch. Now, having better algorithms so that users can have better experiences in terms of usage is very, very key. Also, supporting users that have crisis experience. So if I know, for instance, or I know that there is there's a community or there's certain people that have negative experiences, I try to reach out to them to help them, right? By creating crisis support, reaching out to them, not just saying you reach out to them and saying, we heard you going through this, or we have seen that you're going through this, would like to help you. So with that, they're also creating a platform for safe spaces for people and making people know that, okay, yes, I might have engaged in one or two contents, and I might be having a negative experience with this, but still the same organization, the same community, the same social media platform is also helping me to become better. And that is part of the things I think that the social media platform can engage in to help users, help their mental health, and still keep business afloat at the same time.
Totally agree with Joshua and Mohammed. I believe that these are organizations just like any other profit earning organizations, and they have their own goals. They obviously they have certain number of users in their mind. They want people to be registered on their platforms, and we forget that they are working as private entities who are running after profit and who have their own goals. So, as Joshua and Mohammed said, that some priorities and some important steps which platforms like Facebook they should be keeping, like algorithms and communities and awareness. So, yes, totally agree with you, Joshua and Mohammed. Next question, Arga.
So now here are the regulations. So what policies and the regulations that can be implemented to address the social media impact on mental health? Do you think there should be policies and regulators?
Yeah, sure. This is what we was trying to say from the first, to establish a guideline for the design and the implementation of features aimed at promoting user mental health, such as time management and digital well-being dashboards and access to mental health resources. Uh, I believe this is required a platform to incorporate these features into their design and their regularly assess their effects and mitigation potential harms. Um, uh, introduce this regulation that requires social media platforms to provide transparent disclosures about the potential mental health risk associated with prolonged usage and exposure of the harmful content, engage in certain online activities. That this is empower users to make information and make informed decisions about their social media usage and encourage the platform to prioritize the user well-being. I believe that these are the kind of things or the kind of regulations, implementation and development which as I said, control the mental health of your mood and control your regular activities of the day. Um, and I believe one of the also the more which it coming up on my mind right now, that the data privacy is so much important for the people. Enforce data privacy regulators or regulations to protect users from let's say that or safeguards user for privacy rights, for example, and which it can secure your personal photos and personal informations and
I think these
personal
policies and regulations should be it will be varied from country to country.
From the Facebook itself or from the platform itself. They must provide a privacy regulations strict and use and always try to improve it and always try to adapt it inside the platform itself. and usually and for these regulations and for any of the things, try to collaborate with the mental health experts and communities which provide you or addressing a social media impacts for the people and for the platform itself. I believe that this is the policies which they can provide data secure, establish a clear guideline aimed to promoting your user mental health for the time management, digital well-being dashboards. This is the things I believe that Facebook can, or the policies or regulations can provide for the users so they can control their mental health.
Joshua, what do you think? What
Yeah,
policies?
I totally agree with him. I also want to, I don't know, now you may have to, maybe speak a bit on this. Is data or personality verification. Like in the banking sector, there's what you call the KIC, know your
Mhm.
customer or know your consumers in the business world, as the case may be. You have people impersonating others, right? So how do you know if this impersonator is true or not? So of course, there is the data privacy policy where you cannot share data or information about personal information of someone to another person. Social media platforms have to sign data privacy laws, right, and keep to it. However, I think regulations should also be put in such a way that you can know who is actually talking to you, because most people come up on the social media platform and start acting like they know you because their end goal is to defraud. So I had an experience one time like that, and somebody was, calling my name and trying to act like he knows me, and I asked a question. I asked a question that was not true, just to see if he knows that it's not a true question and if he knows the answer. However, he just didn't respond because, of course, he didn't know the answer to the question, right? Now, there should be a way, there should be regulations on how to know your interactor so that you are not defrauded. People have been engaged with wrong people. People have lost their lives because they got a message, meet me out here for lunch, meet me out here for dinner. And they were thinking they were meeting real people. But meanwhile, fraudsters, right? So there should be policies and regulations on KYC, or know your customer, know your consumer, not just for the organization, not just for the platform itself, but for the users. How do I know that I'm actually discussing with somebody who is true? How do I know I'm actually interacting with somebody who is real? Right. So that's one regulation I think that must be in place. Then moderation of harmful content and information. Like some countries, like you said, it's in most cases it's country specific. There are information on politics that in some countries is bound to be put on social media because of the effect of political news in the social stream, right? So especially when it comes to high heated political seasons, like elections, you get like yeah, like elections are one of the highest political seasons or change of government, right? So there are regulations on the type of information that you should post on the social media so that you don't arouse an oppressed in the society, and you don't just send the wrong information that would cause a negative impact in the society. So that's even one. Then there are regulations on cyberbullying, bullying. There are regulations on hate speech. There are regulations on suicide that checks information that could inspire or instigate someone to suicide as well. There are regulations on racism as well that um, regulators have put in place to help secure the mental health of people. So, amongst other things, like Mohammed has also stated, the algorithm transparency, regular audits as well, which should be in place. Regulators put in place regular audits at a period so that they could audit the kind of information, the kind of usage, and the kind of effect social media has had on people's mental health. So those are part of the regulations I think that must be in place. But top priority for me is how will the users know their content, especially for friends or for people they do not know and are claiming to be friends. And it's important to have regulations on that.
That's a wonderful suggestion, Joshua, that similar to banks, we should have know your customer. There should be something which acts as a hurdle, and there has to be some cross check.
And the chances of faking the voice is so much now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I agree with Abby also that also the hate speech and the bullying and the missing informations is also crucial, because actually you usually the people is let's say that they are agree in what they see with their eyes. So it's so much important to have a regulation or an advanced technology that can remove the hate speech. They can remove the bullying between the people. They can remove the incorrect information or the missing information between the people. This is so much important. So yeah, I believe that these let's say regulations is so much important for the platform and for the platform and for also the users mental. It's important. It's a very important thing, which maybe he already mentioned, like the hate speech and the bullying and the missing information. It's a very crucial point, which I totally agree with him.
Sally, you can start.
Sure. So let us take the next question. How can parents and educators support youth in navigating social media in mental health challenges? So actually, this is a very, very important question.
Actually, this is our
It's an
favorite question.
excited question because actually we are facing it during our daily basis, or we are facing this in the daily basis with our kids and our family. So actually, this is the most harmful thing that I believe that it's affecting our family members and affecting our kids, which is crucial for us and which is so much important for us to control their mood and to control their mindset and to control their interest and the things which they are building, especially in the youth and especially at their ages, because actually you can, as I said, that any of the feeds you can get it, and it totally change your way of think. It totally changed with your how you are seeing or how you are accessing the problems. So it's so much important to have firstly to have an open and honestly communication with your kids and with your family member. Encourage the discussion between you and them. Make him or push him if there is any feed or any news he catch it from the platform, he come and discuss it with you, and try to give him your opinion about this, and try to correct him the information if it is wrong, and to interact with him if there is a good information or a good habit which he saw it in the Facebook. Yeah, encourage him that this habit is a good thing, and we have to do such good things in our life, but you must speak with him loudly and think with him loudly and communicate with him. This is the first thing, that communication is so much important between you and between your family or between the youth people. There is a lot of things we can also discuss on this, that like to make a well-educated people to know what is the harmful things, the knowledge and critical think skills to help them to concern or to help them to think positively in their life, understand and differentiate between the real things and let's say the true and the true information and the fake information which they are getting from the Facebook itself. So the education also is so much important. Um, uh, uh, um, uh, Model healthy screen time habits and positive digital behaviors for the youth. Set boundaries around personal devices usage, prioritize the face-to-face interaction. As I said, there is a lot of things which you can do it, but you must interact with them. This is the most important thing. Face-to-face interaction, discussing, discussing and go deeply with them in the issues, and go deeply with them in the feeds. Create a point of interest between you and between the youth surrounding you and your kids, and make him discuss with you the things which he can, which he saw in his or used to see in his life. So I believe that's communication, and face interaction. This is the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So communication is the key here, whether it is your kids, your siblings, your family. I think as an educator, as a parent, communication is the key. You need to tell them what is good, what is bad, and what is the limits here. Joshua, how about you? How do you deal with this issue?
Okay. First, I would encourage them to join the next webinar by Uniatena on mental health.
Good one.
We can start from there. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, platforms like this
I
where
can take it.
discussions are held, where platforms where we have this kind of communication, where we have this kind of experiences, are very important, especially if you're hearing from people who have experienced the negative side and also the positive side, and they can tell you their story, and you can learn from their experiences and now make your decision. So it's important to be exposed to such platforms for sharing knowledge on mental health. So it's a very good platform. So a very big kudos for this kind of meeting. Then with children, it's important that they actually watch what you do. They follow what you do much more than what you tell them to. So if you're telling your child not to participate so much on social media, I mean, of course, you're not telling them not to use social media. You can't tell anyone not to use social media because it has its advantage. You're just trying to encourage them on how to use it. But if you tell them this is how to regulate your screen time as a parent, and I as a parent, as a dad, I'm spending hours, whatever I have advised them has just gone to the trash because they are seeing that daddy is spending 5 hours, 6 hours on the phone, on social media, just having a time of his life. So it's important that we also lead by example. What we do would encourage them to do what we tell them to do. So not just telling them what to do and not practicing ourselves as an example what we want them to do. So those are very important things that we should put into practice as parents. Now, as educators, right? It's important to have curriculums in our educational system that speaks to mental health. Of course, we have organizations, the NGOs, the INGOs, the civil societies that have interventions on social health. But like in the schools, right? Just like what Unitena is doing right now, using the platform of education to speak on mental health. That should be done even at the lower level of it of studies, and to the higher level of studies, even at the elementary level of studies, telling children the effect of social media, the positive effects and the negative effect of social media on mental health. So I think the platform of the educational system should include communications on how to best utilize the social media and the impact it has both positively and negatively.
Very well said, Joshua, that as parents and educators, it is our job to be the torch bearers. It is our job to inform everybody. So I personally feel that where the first world countries are dealing with social mental health challenges, whereas third world countries are still dealing with basic things like food, clothing, shelter. I think as parents, as educators, I think it is our job to show them both the sides of the coin,
Yeah,
and completely, I mean, tell them that this is what it is. And I this reminds me of a particular situation where my husband told my daughter that if you really want to see somebody's picture, go go and see their driving license or maybe their iCards, and that is where you'll see this is not the true picture where your social media gives you. So they have a lot of filters and they have a lot of adjustments. So this is not what your friend or your idol looks like. So and my daughter was so that I think that was of course a very harsh reality which she did not expect. But
yeah, 75% from what you are seeing is not real.
absolutely,
You must filterize the things which you are actually
yeah,
absorbing your information or absorbing your let's say knowledge. So the most important thing in this, I believe, that communication and well-educated people inside your home or inside your family and your entire country, as you said.
absolutely. Yeah. Can we have the next question, Arka? What are some of the ethical considerations that can be involved in researching Facebook effects on mental health? So, what do you think, Joshua? What could be the ethical consideration here? There could be some uh, contracts, or maybe like some declarations, or maybe something sort of what ethical considerations do you feel?
Yeah, thanks. One is clear information. Like it's important to have the precise information of what you are exposing to people. Um, it's important to verify that the information that is being posted is true. Because if you post the wrong information, people are going to consume the wrong information and act on it. So you just imagine they just post random posts on the death of somebody very prominent, and that could affect a lot of things. It could affect the economy, it could affect the stock market, it could affect a lot of things depending on whose information is being posted out for, whether a good information or bad information. So there should be that privacy on data exposure or data declaration for any individual or anybody. Then data protection. What is the confidence that I should have that my information is secure, right? I'm putting vital information to register. I'm giving you my name. I'm telling you where I live. I'm putting my phone number. I'm putting my date of birth. I'm putting something very specific, what I like, what I don't like, and anybody can if anybody can access that information, it is dangerous, right? Anybody can call me from anywhere. Anybody can pretend to know me that don't know me. So it's important that there's privacy and confidentiality of information. So those are two important things I will state. Whatever is being posted must be true. It must be the real thing. If it's not, there should be a disclaimer that this is not the true picture from the social media. It is a random information, and we don't know about it, or we don't support it, or you don't even you sensitize it, and if it's not correct, you don't post it. So you don't allow it to be posted. So those are some ethical considerations that should be involved. Because to be honest with you, whether positive or negative, whether mental health positive mental health reactions or negative mental health reactions, they're all propelled by information, whether it's visual information, whether it's verbal information, they're all information. So it should be very, very, the information that should be posted should be very secured and true and transparent as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Joshua. Mama?
Yeah, from my side, I believe that Facebook, especially Facebook, because actually there is another social platforms are not considering these ethical conditions or the ethical, let's say, potential and conditions and all of this. I believe that the Facebook and Instagram or this platform is playing a very good role in this. Uh, Regarding controlling the things which it's harm the people, regarding controlling the untrue information or or even sharing your personal information and personal interests through the individuals or through the users themselves. I believe the Facebook ethical conditions they are, to be honest, they are pretty good, especially the Facebook and the Instagram, as I believe that both of them are one platform, or both of them are in the same organization, let's say. They are playing a very good role in it. I believe that lately I cannot see a lot of political conditions on the Facebook, and I cannot see a very harmful content. I mean, harmful content between the people regarding the political issues happening surrounding us. I believe that the Facebook have an ethical conditions, which is easily identifying those harmful things and identifying the things which it can harm the users and it can harm their mind thinking. Yeah, sometimes you need to access more information regarding what's happening surrounding you, and you find like you do not find what you need in the Facebook, because as I said, the people is taking the Facebook as the main source of the news which happening surrounding them. And to make an ethical, let's say, an ethical condition on this platform is not providing you with all of the feeds which you needed. So, which I believe it's better to access the information by yourself, so you can, let's say, make sure that the information which you are getting is the right thing. You are not depending on Muhammad post, for example, that this post is the right thing, or what he already captured or what he already focused on is the right thing. This is not actually the proper thing to go through it. You need to access the right information, and I believe that the Facebook is making a strict ethical conditions or a strict ethical situations which they can post it to the people. And I found really a lot of implementation and a lot of improvement in especially in the Facebook platform. Maybe the Twitter, to be honest, or X, like they are saying now, is not providing this properly. X, you can have the free to post anything or to tweet anything which you need, but the Facebook, no. The Facebook have a strict platform which filterizing the posts and filterizing the things which you are posting through the people. And even if anybody, let's say, mock that this content is harmful, it will be totally removed from the platform as a harmful content. So I believe that they are doing a great job in these ethical conditions, and I believe that they must implement it and they must keep it along the time to have a safe environmental and to have a safe online environmental or digital age, let's say.
Thank you, Mohammed. So we come to the end of this wonderful topic, and it has been amazing with Joshua and Mohammed and your wonderful insights that you have given today. And all of us have unanimously concluded that this is a very, very significant issue that is being prevailing in society today, that people are addicted to social media. However, people should be using these platforms very keeping a good balance, and they should realize that what is these platforms giving me, and they should be mindful in using them, and they should pass on the same information to the upcoming generations, wherein as it is, the upcoming generations are going to be much more savvy, and they are going to accept these changes in the society as compared to our or maybe the older generations. So it is thank you for all your insights, and we will be quickly concluding today's topic. And we came to this platform and we discussed what Facebook was, and we also discussed other social media platforms and what impact are they having on our mental health. Some people, I have seen many videos wherein people are amazingly motivated, and they, it could be reducing their weights, it could be having a good financial portfolio, or it could be their studies. So yes, there are some positive sides as well as there are some negative sides wherein they get addicted, they become conscious, they, a lot of insecurities are developed. So we discuss all these issues about the mental health. We also emphasized the responsible use of these social media channels, and the support that these organizations have been giving is really appreciating and commendable. As Joshua said, that these companies are coming up and giving up the platforms wherein they are educating the users that yes, we do have these communities wherein you can be a part of the groups or the subgroups, and that is something which is really commendable. um, we have also discussed about the collaborations for healthier online environments, wherein people who already have this and these kind of information, they should collaborate and create more healthier environments. We also discussed about self-care, wherein yes, everybody should remind themselves that what is important to me, what is my life, how do I want to lead it. No, somebody, some influencer sitting in the completely different corner of the world, he or she cannot influence me in any way. So this is how your self-care has to be given the priority. And now we invite all our attendees to ask the any questions if they have any mind. We are lucky to have some very good people today. I see that there is uh, an attendee who says that he is a psychologist, uh, and he agrees to all the points which we have stated so far.
Precious. His name is
Yeah.
Precious. Yeah.
So I open the platform for the questions today. You can type your questions, and Arga, if you can read some of the earlier questions,
Yeah.
and we can ask Joshua.
So, Precious, I would like to check Precious question only.
I have first question from an anonymous attendee. Mohammed, if you can answer this, when comparing TikTok and Facebook, do you think Facebook is healthier?
Comparing TikTok regarding the mental health or what? Because actually the TikTok, which I found like uh, really, it's changing your mood between one feed to another. The TikTok itself, maybe you will find some posts related for your interest in the Facebook, but really the TikTok, you are just seeing from the platform itself some videos for people who can, let's say, speaking about political, speaking about the political, or the other video is speaking about religion, the other video is for a song, the next video it will be for an educational video. So actually you are changing your mindset between another video and the other. So I believe that's which is the most important thing. It's controlling your interest and controlling your mind. Yeah, I cannot say to the people do not go for the TikTok. Yeah, they are following their friends in the TikTok, but control your emotions, control your
So it
feelings.
doesn't matter what platform it is your self-control and your
Like,
mindfulness.
I would like to
Yourself
give
control.
one tips.
Sure,
Like,
Arga.
if the content is relevant and good enough, and if it is informative, what the user can do it, he can spend more than 50% in the short video, what it will does is as per the data analysis, what it will do is the Facebook community or the data automatically will think that it is informative for the user, and further from the next time itself, that kind of video will be suggested from the platform. And if any video, if it is not relevant, what the user can do he can easily scroll that out. So what it will do it automatically, they can identify that that video is not relevant, and those kind of video will not be suggested in the future. So this is one
Yeah,
of the
but
things.
regarding the mental health, I suggest that the
Now it depends
Facebook is
again.
much safer than the TikTok itself.
TikTok and that those are not relevant. Facebook is much more informative and open-minded. Everybody can use
Yeah.
it.
As I said, you are changing your mood between a video and another video
And that's why the color
Joshua,
contrast is same
in
the same.
seconds. In seconds.
in fact, absolutely. Joshua, we have a question from Maulid. He is from Tanzania Social Light Foundation, and he is asking how to change your social media use. Probably he means to say for better. That is what I am thinking. If you can answer this question.
Okay. Thank you. Good question. I'll just relate it in a different kind of way. It's like how to change your diet, right? So if it's like
Very
how to
good.
change your
Good
diet,
analogy.
so if you know that you are consuming a particular diet and it's having an adverse effect to your health,
Mhm.
then you can, if you're not sure of the diet, you can meet a dietitian and they can advise you and say, okay, no, right now you have to eat this, eat that, drink more of this, drink less of that. So it's the same thing. If you should know the diet on the social media, right? Which information is healthy for you and which information is not healthy for you at that time. That's one. Two, it also depends on what your focus is at the moment, right? If you're focusing on business, then most of your consumption should be business related. What should inspire your business? How to manage your business? How to build, social capacity for business. If you're focusing on sports, you should focus more on information regarding sports. So it depends on what your focus is. This is now trying to choose healthy. So even in choosing healthy, you should choose what your focus is. So you cannot be focusing on your education and you are trying to study who is the greatest footballer of all time, which is not the wrong information. But at that point in time, what you're trying to build is your educational capacity and not exactly trying to do a research on who is the greatest footballer of all time. So um, first thing I just said, just in summary, choose the diet that is healthy for you. Then in choosing the healthy diet, choose what is relevant for you at the moment, depending on what you want to achieve with yourself. Yeah. Thanks.
Absolutely. Yes, and there is one more question from Ashkin Mahadi. How can we educate our children about social media and the mental health balance? As we are highly involved in social media for most of our time due to work and also for consuming entertaining contents. So I think we already discussed this. However, if you can just summarize it for the attendee, Mohammed, can you answer this question? Hello?
Muhammad, you are on mute actually.
Okay. I believe that specific points which you must consider. Firstly, educate your children and kids and the youth people how to manage their time. Okay, how to identify the harmful content and how they can get rid of it. Try to communicate with them, to have an honest communication between you and between your youth people or between your kids. So I believe by addressing those let's say points, it's easy for you to educate your children's or to educate your youth how they can use the Facebook or the platform or the social platform in a very healthy way. Educate them, try to interact with them daily, and open with them a honest communication. And this is I believe this is the way which you can let's say mitigate the risks of the Facebook or the social media platform.
Absolutely. So give them a reality check from time to time that this
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
real world and this is the real world. So
The
that is
unreal
what,
world.
as
Yeah, 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 yeah.
as
Sure.
parents and educators, that is our biggest job. We take our last question for today. Jean Paul
Sorry,
Kabange.
please permit me to add a little to
Sure,
what
sure, sure, sure.
Mohammed said.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure,
So
sure, sure.
another thing that you could do is participate with them in watching
Hmm.
the right information, right?
Correct,
Participate with
correct.
them. Yeah. So
Make a point of interest between you and between them.
exactly. Let us watch something together. Let me see what you're
Hmm.
watching. Let's watch it
Yeah,
together. Then you can have a conversation on what you're watching, So you can, it's like watching movies. I can't tell my children not to watch movies, but we can watch some movies together and have
yeah,
conversations around them.
yeah.
So
Automatically, it will be a good content.
Yeah, because
exactly.
really, I was surprised that the kids are not now watching cartoon, for example. They are going through the feeds and they are going to the videos in the YouTube and the Facebook and preferring this than watching cartoon. This is something which I was surprised from it because actually when we was in their age, we enjoy watching cartoons and we enjoy watching
Mohammed,
those
the
kind
Tom
of
and Jerry time has,
Tom and Jerry and all of these things.
unfortunately, it has gone.
Yeah, but nowadays they are preferring to go through the Facebook and preferring to go through the TikTok videos either than going to watch a cartoon film. So as Joseph say, please try to watch with them some films. Try to participate with them. Try to have a point of interest between you and between your kids. Either it's a girl or a boy, but you need to have a point of interest.
It's a very good suggestion that be involved in what they are in
Yeah,
the entertainment, and uh,
absolutely agree.
it can be a group activity or something which even they will look forward.
Yeah.
Uh, so we take our last question for today. Jean Paul Kabange asks, what advice would you give to young people who use social networks, Facebook in particular, to distract themselves, forgetting that it has a positive or negative impact on their mental health? Joshua, taking again your diet point ahead, you have already said that yes, something similar to diet. What advice would you give to especially young people?
All right, yeah.
Maybe teen?
I mean, I agree that once in a while we need distractions. Sometimes you've had a busy day. You want to, I mean, to be honest, social media is not bad. We're not portraying a picture that
Correct,
it's
correct.
it's wrong to use social media.
It's
No,
not
that's
always
not the
bad.
point.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just choosing your content, right? You need to relax, you need to get information. Some people relax with watching some videos, some people relax in watching comedies that make them laugh. Some people relax with the news. So there are things you can use to relax and um just wind down your time from a busy day. However, there's a difference between trying to relax and now encroaching into productive time. So you should know how much time is relaxation time, how much time is now productive time. Relaxation time could be 15, 30 minutes, maybe max 1 hour, but man, doing relaxation for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, that's no longer relaxation. That's now encroaching into productive time. So you should know what times are productive times for you. And even in between your productive time, maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, just to relax. Um, it helps, but you should know how to manage the content, what content to watch, and how long those contents are going to be, so that you can also manage your time productively. Yeah.
Absolutely. I read somewhere that from a psychologist saying that nowadays kids get particularly bored, and she was claiming that getting bored psychologically or from the mental health perspective, it is actually very good because you stress your mind and think of something which can come from roots, or maybe you are thinking about something innovative or something out of the box. So she was in fact encouraging for people to get bored and do not go to social media, or maybe
Yeah.
the new toy that everybody has found these days. So thank you everyone. Arga, do you want to add something?
No, like you said, we do not need any more dopamine. Rather, we need to get bored and come something creative. We need to come up with something creative. We need to watch cartoons, good movies, so that
Yeah,
other
they
than
need
this
to
social
draw, they
media,
need to
we need to
paint, they
be
need
in the
to,
physical world.
yeah,
We need to move, we need to walk ahead, we need to actually interact with the social world, not virtual social
Rather than
media,
the
rather
virtual. Yeah,
physical social world.
absolutely.
Right?
Thank you.
That's
Thank you so much once again. I encourage all of you to be more involved with your family. Try to get the attention, try to get the affection and love from your own people who are surrounded by you rather than virtual or maybe fake identities. And no matter what, these people are going to stand by you. So, as Joshua said, we are not trying to have a negative feeling or negative impression about social media. Of course, we do know the positive sides. However, our job is to have a very balanced perspective, and that is what we did. I apologize for not taking some of the very, very interesting and wonderful questions as we are lagging behind, and the time constraint is important. So I apologize, and I once again thank all of you for attending today's webinar. I thank Joshua and Mohammed for giving your insights today. And if you can access our webinar on our YouTube channel, I hand over to Argana.
um, thank you, Sally. So before we end, we would like to give you an overview on UniAthena, where we all know that UniAthena is an online platform where learner can get online and self-paced education. So more than 2 million global users we have, and they want to upskill themselves. We offer uh, basically what we offer is a tech platform, as I've told you, and getting a degree from good universities, and learner can get the able to learn in flexible manner. They can study in their own time, in their own pace. So it was founded in 2019, and UniAthena is basically a subsidiary of Westford College, Westford Venture, and which is actually operating since 2008. So our partners and accreditations are Abarta University, Unimarcon University, UCAM University, Girne American University, CMI, we have SQA, CIQ, FED University, and lastly we have Acacia University. These are the partners who are normally associated with UniAthena. Now, what is the reason of selecting UniAthena? First of all, the learner can able to pay with the progression of each module. It is 100% online, so the learner can able to watch the videos, get the content, get all the material from the platform itself. No need to come to the actual college and get to do all this thing, rather getting it online and get the proper study from the platform itself. The learner can study this their own pace, because most of the learners from UniAthena are working professionals, so they get to study at their own pace. As mentioned earlier, we have accredited by good universities. Basically, what it does is it gives the learner a trustworthiness for what the course they have enrolled for. Also, each learner will be associated, or each learner will be having one personal tutor or academic associate. They will be guiding the learner to get to complete each module and help give the academic help if whenever needed. And lastly, modular course delivery. So all the courses like masters or MBA, all the courses will be divided into modular courses. And these are some of the testimonial from the learners. This is one of the learner who has recently completed master in engineering management. He is from Lebanon. He is from last batch number 2022. Then we have another learner, Karabo. She has also completed MBA in General Management. Uh, she was also from batch 2022, recently completed. So thank you all for joining this live discussion. Thank you, Joshua, for coming and being a part of this live discussion and give your insight. Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving your insight. And it was
Thank
very
you,
much
Ardi. Thank
fruitful
you
and
so
very
much.
much informative. Even I and Sally also learned so many things. So
Absolutely.
thanks. So once again,
Thank you
thank
so
you all.
much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Bye,
guys.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. See
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye,
Bye bye.
everyone. Bye.